Okay, I am here and I'm standing in front of the Robert Black house at the former Horner's Mills, or the home of Silas Miles Horner. Silas Miles Horner was born in 1849 and he died in 1890. This stone house here, was built in the year 1798. And it was here on this property that Robert Black built a merchant mill with an undershot on the waters of Rock Creek, which are just in the distance there in the woods. In 1825, on June the 26th, a large flood came by and carried away a part of the dam, and there was a wagon team that died after being swept away. In 1841, a small wooden bridge was erected over the Rock Creek on the Taneytown Road. And then in 1858, while the town still was called Horner's Mills before it became Barlow, Silas Miles Horner built a saw and grist mill, and that grist mill sat right over here on the Rock Creek. You can go back and watch our video called Horner's Mills, where I actually stand on the old foundation of that mill. It was in this area, in this field here, that we're looking at now, on May the 6th, 1861, that Captain Stoneham's cavalry from Carlisle Barracks, Pennsylvania, 4 companies of that Federal cavalry camped here at Horner's Mills. And then, of course, just in the distance over the Rock Creek, on the Taneytown Road near the Marion Farm, it was there that on July 1st, 1863, 2nd Division and 3rd Division 11 Corps troops under Adolf von Steinwehr and Carl Schurz passed right nearby the Robert Black or Silas Horner home and mill on their way to the fight at Gettysburg. So this has been the Silas Miles Horner house, or the Robert Black house, for the original founder and builder of the house. Okay, I am standing here alongside of the Rock Creek Bridge in Taneytown, in the town of Barlow. It's pretty much where the Barlow Road and the Taneytown Road meet over there across the street at this farm called the Marion Farm. And we're here on the bridge, and the site where I'm standing now is the old original, and these mounds of dirt here are the original foundation of the old Silas Miles Horner Mills. Now, in 1863, and before 1863, Silas Miles Horner owned a grist mill, a saw and grist mill, which sat right here on the Rock Creek. The merchant mill was actually built by a man named Robert Black, and we'll look at the house, which is just in the distance over there, at a later video. Now, at this site on June 26, 1825, a few men were killed right in this vicinity. A team with a wagon died after being swept away on a flood. In 1841, a small wooden bridge was built over the Rock Creek. In 1858 was when the Silas Horner Saw and Grist Mill began its operations, just previous to the Battle of Gettysburg. And then on May the 6th, 1861, just after the beginning of the American Civil War, Captain Stoneham's cavalry from Carlisle Barracks, Pennsylvania, were camped right here in these fields along the Taneytown Road at the outset of the American Civil War. So this site, which is gone now, just a few mounds of dirt, ruins from the old sawmill, which was later torn down. And I do want to mention that the current day town of Barlow was actually called Horner's Mills. The town during the Civil War was called Horner's Mills. There's a house here, but beyond that house there's another large stone house. That was the original Horner's Mills post office. And then the house that Robert Black built in 1798 sits just over here in the woods, and that would be Silas Miles Horner's house that he lived in from 1849 through 1890. This has been the Horner's Mills along the Rock Creek as part of our Secrets of the Battlefield of Gettysburg.